Welcome to the latest walk with Mark, Dylan and Scruffy. We're just leaving Breck Farm campsite now. If you look over there, you can see our van. Not very well focused. There we go, you can see it now. Green tent outside, that's us. Right, anyway, enough of that. We're gonna go straight through that little gap in the middle there. There's a little gap just over there. You can see it when I'm pointing. That's basically where we're gonna head for. We'll go through that little gap and then we'll end up over there somewhere. And Sherringham is in that direction. So we'll see you in a minute. Right, this is Weybourne Forest Lodges, just over there. They're posh chalet things for us non-camping type. We're going this way, which leads us towards Sherringham Park. Breck Farm, where we're staying, is over there. We've just walked from there. So basically, we're just walking this way now towards Sherringham Park, and we'll see you again in a minute. Right, the forest lodges that I was just talking about, you can just see them through the trees there. They look rather weird actually. They're funny shape. As my son just said, why would you want to stay in one of them when you can stay in a camper van and probably have just as much fun, if not more. But then again, camper vanning is not everybody's cup of tea, I guess. But yeah, there they are, them very posh forest lodges. Right, we're carrying on along the public footpath. Over there you can see there's a caravan site. That's Woodlands Caravan Park. Looks like it's all statics. Looks quite nice, looks quite big. So it goes right over there. You can see some caravans right over there, right in the forest. This looks like the back half of it. This is where we are at the moment. That's where we've walked from. Lovely forest. Tree being pulled up there by the wind, no doubt. Fields over to the right hand side. Scruffy and Dylan walking off ahead there, just over to the right there, to the right that way. There is, so the right that way, you can't see my finger, but that is Sherringham Park car park. That's on our right at the moment, just the other side of the trees. We're heading down. We'll have to bear left fairly soon to head towards Sherringham, otherwise we'll be taking the long walk to Cromer, which we don't really want to do. So we'll go down this hill and we'll see where it leads us. Right, this is near Weybourne Cliffs. We're heading now towards Upper Sherringham, which is over there direction. That will take us to the Weybourne Road, which, and then when we get to there we need to go to the right, which will then take us into Sherringham. Hurrah! We've been walking for quite a while now, but it is quite good. We were given different directions when we were on the campsite this morning. One from a chap with a caravan who goes there all the time, so we kind of believed him over a bloke that really looked and sounded like Marlon from Emmerdale on a bike. He said to go through Weybourne Station. We wish we'd have listened to Marlon, to be honest with you, because I think Marlon was talking the truth. And Mr. Caravan, I think, just thought he knew, because he'd never walked it. So anyway, you learn by your mistakes. We found the way. We're on our way to Upper Sherringham now, then Sherringham. We'll see you in a bit. Here we are carrying along our walk. This is Sherringham Park. As you can see, there's cows over there as well. People have gone to see the cows. I wouldn't actually recommend you go and sit with the cows, but because they might get a little bit upset. But as you can see, and anybody that knows about this will see that the cows are sitting down. Now that usually means there's going to be rain when the cows sit down. So it doesn't look much like rain, so I think the cows might have got the forecast wrong, but hey ho, I'm not going to argue with them. They're considerably bigger than what I am. Anyway, this path carries on to Upper Sherringham. Really nice walk through here if you're ever in the area. There's a car park just over in that direction called Sherringham Park car park, and you can walk from there and walk along here. We've got considerably more, obviously. There's Scruffy and Dylan doing their thing, and off they go. So we'll see you in a bit. Right, we've arrived in Sherringham now. Lovely train just come, or lovely engine just come into the station. We're over on this side. We're near the Norfolk Railway. Just been over to buy Scruffy a harness because we had a little mishap with him last night and his collar snapped. So we're all good. and we're in Sherringham. We'll join you when we're walking back again. Right, walking back towards Breck Farm, and walking along the coast path on the way back, the way that the chap that looked and sounded like Marlon from Emmerdale told us to go. So we've done both ways then. We've done Caravan Man's way on the way here, and we've done Marlon's way on the way back. Lovely view. I think I prefer this one, to be honest, so far. We've got a lovely view as we go along the coast path. As you know, me and Shannon did the coast path last week. This time, well, last Saturday it was, we did from Hemsby to Great Yarmouth. This is another part of the Norfolk coast path. It runs right the way along the coast, right the way from Yarmouth, right the way through to Cromer. So it's a long way if you want to do it, but it's brilliant. In fact, I think it even goes further than Yarmouth, but it's a lovely long walk, and it's lovely looking out to sea from this coast path. So that's it for now. We'll see you again in a minute. Carrying on, you can just see North Norfolk Railway just in the distance there when I move my finger out of the way, and this is the golf course here, and we carry on basically, and yeah, this is the Norfolk coast path. This is Sherringham Coast Watch, run entirely by volunteers in the former Coast Guard station, just on the cliffs there. Looks right out to sea. Watch over the cliffs and the sea, and there's just a watch for any problems really. Sorry about the wind again. Just cut the original audio there because there's a lot of wind around. As you will be able to see very soon in this little clip, you'll see a train going past on the North Norfolk Railway, which runs right from Sherringham right the way through to Holt and Weybourne. You can join the train at Weybourne, Holt and Sherringham, and it's a lovely route along the North Norfolk countryside, runs pretty much parallel to the coast path. Lovely route. You can dine on there. You can just sit on there, have a drink, look out the window, hang your head out the window if you want to, and be a train spotter for the day. How about that? Lovely views, and once you've done it once, you'll want to do it again. Well worth it. Main place to visit is Sherringham Station. There's a car park right next to it, and a lovely market there on a Saturday. So something else that you might like to visit. Okay, well, enough of me talking. We'll get back to the real sound and the real video. Thank you very much for listening to my waffle. There's the back half of the train just going past. You can just see it just over there, and that's obviously the train track from the North Norfolk Railway. And here we are, lovely view from the top of the hill where we are on the Norfolk coast path. You can see right out onto the golf course that way and out to sea that way. It's a lovely view, goes right down there. We're heading in that direction towards Weybourne. When we get to Weybourne, hopefully we'll see the station, and then when we're at Weybourne, we're hopefully not too far away. So this is a lovely walk. It's much better than the walk coming here. That was nice enough through forest and that, but this is nice so we can see the sea. Nothing like seeing the sea on a nice sunny day. We've got Scruffy and Dylan with us. Dylan's in a good mood, but Scruffy unfortunately is not in a very good mood today. He's not really very keen on other dogs. As we know, he's abused by another dog when he was a pup, so that's not really gone away from him, bless him. So he's not been in a very good mood today, and every other dog he's found he's wanting to growl at. So anyway, that's another story. Bless him. We've just got to carry on, and we'll see you again in a minute. Right, this is how close the Norfolk coast path is to the edge. You can see just there, that's the sea down there, and that big gap there, that cliff has gone. So basically they've put little signs up like that one there, which shows you that it's a cliff fall, and you're getting very close. I mean, you can see just over there, yeah, and just as we talk, there's the engine on the North Norfolk Railway going back the other way. Look, there we go, there she goes, leaving a trail of steam behind her. Lovely sight. Something to be said for steam trains rather than these old diesel electric trains you have of a modern era. Nothing like a steam train. There she goes along the track. How close the path becomes to the sea. It's eroding away gradually, so hopefully it won't erode away much more, or else we won't be able to walk along here. This is how close it really is. There's the path and there's the cliff edge. It's not just happening in Hemsby, it's happening here as well. Sad really. This is the coast path. That's where we've just come from, up the top of that hill. You can just see the Coast Guard Coast Watch up there. Down on the beach there, look where we beach. It's a nice shingly beach. See how close how small the cliffs are getting. We're a little bit down lower now on the cliffs. We're walking in this direction. Golf course still to our left. Lovely sea to the right. Right, we're carrying on along the coast path. We've got this prickly shit, as I call it, on the right hand side and on the left hand side. If anyone knows what this prickly shit is, then just put it in the comments, because I haven't got a clue. I'm not a gardener. Could be anything really, can it? Could be cannabis. I wonder if it's cannabis. No, it ain't cannabis. I know what cannabis looks like. I know what it smells like and all. Right, okay. So yeah, no, that's lovely, isn't it? We're just walking up that way now. So we'll see in a bit. I know I keep saying this, but this is how close we are to the edge. So it's quite close if you go on the right hand side of the path, but we're on that side and heading that way. So we'll see you again in a bit. Right, we're looking out to sea now from the coastal path. Just over there is the wind turbines. Now, not quite sure which wind turbines they are. We're looking from the coast path. So if you know what wind turbines are, we're walking on the coast path between Sherringham and Weybourne. If you know what wind turbines they are, I don't think they're Scruffy Sands. I think we're a little bit far over for that. But yeah, it's a lovely day. Sun's out. Golf course has just ended over there. You've got the road and the railway, North Norfolk Railway, just over there, and that's where we've just come from as well. So we go off, and Scruffy and Dylan are leading the way. Right, this is Weybourne Beach. I've got to be a little bit quick because we've got a dog behind us. This is Weybourne Beach, and this is Weybourne car park. Now, I didn't tell you this, but a lot of people overnight in here. A lot of people stay overnight in here. They shouldn't really, but they do. And as you can see, there's a camper van over there. But yeah, you haven't got a problem. If you go down the end of that road, straight in front of us, there's a pub down there, and they have a chip van on a Saturday night. Just a little heads up there, yeah. All right, this is Weybourne Beach. We're not far away now, so we'll catch up with you in a minute. Right, we're still on the coast path. Sorry about the wind if you can hear it. We believe that over there is the Muckleborough collection, or part of it, an army museum. We're not quite sure because you can't see it on the maps or anything, but it's got guns and things, which is a bit strange. But so if it is the Muckleborough collection, that'll explain it. But just one thing to note: the Norfolk coast path is a lot of this sort of stuff. Shingle. Really kill your legs, and my legs are not the greatest, and my legs really hurt after walking like this. So hopefully there won't be too much more. There's a bit more shingle up there. We've got another 1 mile according to the GPS on this coast path, and then we go onto a normal road. So we'll see you in a bit. Right, this is the last part of the walk with Mark, Dylan and Scruffy video for today. We are back at the campsite. This is the morning after. We arrived really late back last night. We got a little bit lost on the way home through a sat-nav issue, shall we say, or GPS issue. The GPS was telling us to go one way because the GPS wasn't working very well. When we did get the GPS to work, we found that we were walking in the wrong direction. So once the GPS worked, we found we were walking in the wrong direction, so we immediately turned back. Trouble is, by this time it was starting to get dark, and we had a 2-hour walk. So it was a bit of a challenge. Walking along the A149 at something like 9:05, we started walking. Got back here about 20 to 11 because we were absolutely knackered. It was a lovely walk, I will say. We're going to drive back that way today, just to show us where we walked and everything. This is the campsite, as I say, where we've been staying. We're just over there somewhere. I'm just walking young Scruffy in the woods, who's also very tired this morning, bless him. As I say, lovely walk, just not that time of night. But we were sorted. We got home, we had a cider, a couple of biscuits, then went to bed, and we've woke up this morning bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. Well, Dylan, not quite bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, but as much as it can be. As I say, lovely campsite, and we'll see you again soon.